The nursing home promised to protect your mom like she was their own family. But then you got the call that an employee sexually assaulted her. You rush to the nursing home and you find mom in a different room. She's not been taken to the hospital. The police have not been called. You're told that the nursing home is doing its own internal investigation. But you notice that the room is being cleaned and your mom's clothes and bed sheets were rushed down to the laundry. Is this an investigation or is this a cover-up? Now, does this sound like a wild, made-up story, or do things like this really happen at nursing homes? Well, I can tell you that these things do happen, and they happen much more than you would ever believe. My name is David Terry, and I've been handling nursing home abuse and neglect cases for 25 years, and I can tell you that sexual assault and rape cases are among the most difficult cases that I handle. Not only is it devastating for the residents involved, but I'm often appalled at how the nursing homes will circle the wagons to protect themselves instead of the residents. Now look, this is not a comfortable topic, but families who need this information deserve to have it delivered straight, and that's what I'm going to do today. The majority of nursing home sexual abuse is committed by staff members or other residents. Staff members are often in a position to provide care for residents in their intimate areas, and they take advantage of that. It takes a sick mind to do it, but those who are inclined toward it know that elderly residents are easy targets. Now, resident-on-resident sexual abuse typically occurs in the memory care area, where impaired cognition means one resident may not be able to understand, resist, or consent. The facility is responsible for preventing this through supervision, room assignments, and monitoring. Now, residents with dementia are often targeted because they cannot reliably report what happened. They may have no memory of the event, and they can't identify their abuser by name. Their behavioral changes or their complaints can often be explained away as, it's just a worsening of their diagnosis instead of being investigated. So the legal question is not just who did it, it's what the facility knew, when did they know it, what risks should they have identified, and what did they do or fail to do in their response. We need to know things like, were there prior complaints? Were there warning signs? Did a resident start reacting fearfully around a specific person? And if so, what did the nursing home do about it? Did the facility investigate this or just blow it off? This is where most of these cases begin, not necessarily with a confession, but with a pattern that the facility failed to recognize and didn't act on. Now, what are some of the signs that suggest your loved one may be a victim of sexual assault or sexual abuse at a nursing home? Now, the first signs are often behavioral. A resident who becomes fearful during bathing or toileting when they were calm before, that's a sign. A resident who withdraws or becomes agitated around a particular person. Maybe the resident starts having crying spells or suddenly starts having sleeping disturbances. A resident who tenses or flinches or who resists care in a way that the family knows is different from their baseline. These are all things that may point to something going on. And physical signs may also follow. Bruising around their private areas, injury to their genitals or inner thighs, blood on their clothing or bedding, pain during toileting or bathing where none existed before. Now, there have been cases where a resident is found to have a sexually transmitted infection, which is an obvious giveaway that something has happened that shouldn't have. Now look, some of these signs, they don't automatically prove abuse, but they are not changes a family should let someone just wave away without taking them seriously. If the only answer that you're getting is, well, it's their dementia, don't treat that as the end of the conversation. Now look, you know the resident's baseline better than the facility does. You know your loved one better than they do. You know when the fear is new. You know when a reaction feels different. Trust what you are seeing. When you see things that make you wonder what's going on, be sure and write those down. Write down every change you observe with the dates and the specifics. And if a physical injury is present, photograph it. If there's blood or clothing on the bedding, don't assume that that detail will be documented accurately later. Photograph it. Your notes and your pictures can become critical evidence if the facility's records don't match what you saw. And if possible, get a video of your loved one telling you what happened, and then report it. So how do you report it? Well, let me tell you. Sadly, You can't assume that the nursing home is going to take this seriously, and you can't assume that the nursing home is going to report this to the state. In too many cases, the facility's first response is to manage the situation internally. And what that means is they're going to protect themselves over your loved one. In my opinion, you should report your concerns to multiple locations. First, contact law enforcement directly. Sexual abuse in a nursing home is a crime. You don't need the facility's permission or cooperation to make that call. Make that call as soon as possible, and don't let the nursing home give her a bath or clean the room. Next, file a complaint with the state agency that oversees nursing homes. In Missouri, abuse reports go through the Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline. That phone number is 800-392-0210. In Illinois, reports go to the Department of Public Health at 800-252-4343. If you're in a different state, you can look up which state agency has authority over the nursing homes in your state and make sure you contact them. Third, contact a lawyer right away. Sexual assault cases are unique and require some immediate action by a lawyer to help you protect evidence. When this happens, I know you just want to be there to console your loved one. I get that. But I strongly recommend that you take a few minutes to call an attorney who handles these cases and get them working on the case for you. This is critical in a sexual assault case. If this has happened to you in Missouri or Illinois, you're certainly welcome to call our office at 314-878-9797. Virtually every video on our channel comes back to the same question. Did the nursing home do what it was supposed to do to protect your loved one? And that's what ties all these cases together. Whether it's sexual abuse, choking, a bed sore, malnutrition, or dehydration, all of these come back to the question is, did the facility that had a duty to protect a vulnerable person actually do it? So the next video I did is about choking deaths at nursing homes. In that video, I show you how a care plan that looks fine on paper can still completely fail in practice. It's an important topic for those who have loved ones in a Missouri or Illinois nursing home. So be sure and take a look at that video, and I'll see you over there.